an incredible story of the valiant first Indian woman ruler to have fought the East India Company and triumphed against them. This unsung hero queen, Rani Velu Nachiyar, in 1780 laid the foundation for the freedom movement 77 years before the first war of independence started. It's notable that this courageous warrior queen left her imprint of freedom struggle nearly a quarter century before all the other famous lady warriors we have read about in our Indian history. Presenting before you, Nari Shakti, our Veera Mangal, Velu Nachiyar, the brave woman. Born to Raj Chandramukha Vijay Radhanatha Sethupathi and Rani Muttattai Nachiyar in 1730, Velu Nachiyar was the only girl child and therefore the royal couple raised her like a prince. She was well trained in horse riding, archery and martial arts such as Valari and Silamba. She was also well versed in several languages including English, French and Urdu, a rare feat for a woman in those times. When she was 16, Velu Nachiyar was married to Muthupadagunadar Periya Udayathevar, the prince of Sivaganga. They had a daughter called Velachi, and together they ruled over the kingdom for 2 decades. It was a golden period, and all the subjects lived happily under their rule. In 1772, dark clouds loomed over the kingdom. The Nawab of Arcot, who ruled the Carnatic region, joined hands with the East India Company, planned to capture Sivaganga as King Muthupadagunadar, husband of Velu Nachiyar, refused to pay the tributes he was demanding.
Maharani, with your permission, I bring very shocking news. Our Raja Muthupadagunadar has been mercilessly killed by Lieutenant Colonel Abraham Moser at Kalayagam. Our Sivaganga now claimed by the Nawab of Arcot.
Tell me this is not true. Tell me this is not true. None can defeat my king. Nobody dare challenge and believe in warfare.
Yes, Maharani. That is why they have mercilessly killed our Raja by hiding and shooting him.
I will believe it only when I see him. I am going to Kalayapur. Bring me my daughter Velachi.
Your Highness, it's not safe for you to visit around here. We are now getting the information that the Nawab of Arcot and Britishers are looking to kill you. You want the princess need to go into hiding.
I will, once I see my king. Oh, my king! Only a treacherous dog could have done this to you. How will I live without you? No, I will not remove this bond which holds your memory. My king, I take an oath today. I shall remove this on the day I claim our Shivaganga back from that shameful British and that Nawab of Arcot.
It is not safe for you to be here, my queen. Let us move.
Lieutenant Colonel Ibrahim, you might have killed one great Tamilian king. Do you think we Tamil people are afraid of you and your East India Company? Beware! My journey has just begun and I will not rest till I take my revenge. Come on all of you. Let's move from here to safety.
My queen, may Almighty give you the power and strength to fight the calamity you have faced. We are here with you and will do anything to help you and get back our Sivaganga from the cunning British and that Nawab of Arcot.
My dear Udayalu, the Britishers are chasing us to kill me. Will you ensure that you lead them the other way by telling them you have not seen me?
I will protect your secret with my life, my queen.
Hey old lady, did you see that Velu Nachiyar go this way? If you do not tell me, I'll kill you.
Hey, you white-skinned man. Yes, I did see my queen. But I will not tell you which way she went.
How dare you speak with such arrogance?
Not Thamaraji. I will never betray my queen. Ah! Even if you kill me, Rani Velu Nachiyar, right here! Rani Velu Nachiyar, right here! Rani Velu Nachiyar, right here!
Velu Nachiyar fled with her daughter to Virupachi, even women and children, and and many were killed mercilessly, marking one of the most ruthless incidents of those times. Some of the notable people, including the trustworthy Marudu brothers, joined with Velu Nachiyar. Rise, my brothers. Let us remember, we are the brave children of our mother, our Tamil Thai. These British need to be taught a right lesson. They need to understand that we do not fear them.
My queen, with your permission.
Yes, tell me.
Your Highness, it seems after we left the scene, the British who followed us were stopped by the brave Udaya. She gained valuable time for us to escape, but her bravery cost her life. Those cowardly British mercilessly killed our Udaya.
These cowardly invaders do not even have the basic empathy and have killed an unarmed woman. Thambigala, if we have to take revenge on these cruel visitors who came as traders and now try to try and rule us, we need to act intelligently. Let us plan each step. You will increase the strength of your army by recruiting more youngsters. Train them. I will meanwhile create and train an army of young, talented, brave ladies in warfare like a Udayar. This band of warrior women will be called as Udayar Army. Really? I appoint you as the commander of this army. Together, we will train the women. I will now write to Hyder Ali, the ruler of Mysore, who also hates this white Virangis. Bring me the scroll and the pen.
Hyder Ali, who met Rani Velu Nachiyar, was so highly impressed by her multilinguistic capacity, including Urdu, that he offered 400 pounds of gold and 5,000 cavalry and treated her like his own sister. Thus, for nearly 8 years, Rani Velu Nachiyar focused on constantly training her various bands of warriors while tactfully planning her next action attack. The year was 1780 and the time right to bring into action all the preparation of years of hard work. But entering the fort of Sivaganga was next to impossible, as the British had placed cavalry and guards at every few yards.
My dear brave warriors, you all know it is next to impossible to enter the fort as it is heavily guarded. Tomorrow is Vijayadashmi and the fort door will be thrown open for all women to enter and take blessings of Raja Rajeshwari Amman. Really, our Udayal army will go disguised, carrying flowers and fruit baskets with weapons hidden under them. Marudu Thambigala, you will wait outside the fort with your army, and along with Hyder Ali's army led by Tipu Sultan, you will enter the fort the moment you get the signal that we have managed to gain advantage. Come, let us start preparing. Shah! Every time we get an advantage, these whites seems to be getting more ammunitions. We have to plan something to destroy their ammunition store which is there. Come on, my brave ladies! Fight! Fight! Fight for Shivaganga!
It's quite possible that Quilly's act may have been one of the first instances of suicide bombing in the history of mankind that ended up leaving not one speck of ammunition for the British to retaliate. They, along with the Nawab of our court, were driven away from Sivaganga.
8 years ago, I have returned to my kingdom, and today I offer this victory to our brave king and my dear husband, Raja Muttu Vadavanadar Udayadevar, Udayar, Quilly, and all the brave warriors who lost their lives to see this victorious day.
Velu Nachiyar was crowned Queen of Sivaganga in 1780 and ruled for a decade, succeeded by her daughter Velachi. Though our history books fail to mention or credit these women for their extraordinary contribution to our freedom from a 2nd-century colonial rule, the legacy of Veeramangai Rani Velu Nachiyar Udayal and Kuili will be known through local legends, folk songs and word of mouth.